Let's talk about 5-star reviews. You know, as a guest, it's really critical to read those reviews. And also as a host, reviews can make or break your business. So how do you get 5-star reviews all the time as a host? I'm here today in St Augustine to look at this short-term rental, which gets 5-star reviews all the time. And I'm going to explain to you why I think that is. Welcome to Reverie, a 3-bedroom, 3-bathroom residence that's steeped in history and elegance, and it's located in the heart of a historic district. This is in the top 1% of Airbnbs in St Augustine and has all 5-star reviews. Before we learn what it's all about and how they do it, let me give you an overview. This house was built in the late 1800s and was meticulously restored and intensively renovated in 2024 by moving the kitchen, adding an extra bedroom plus another bathroom. The Florida room was brought in as part of the interior space, and then it was transformed with all the decorative elements, furnishings, and gorgeous colors that you see here. But before we take a tour, let's go over Airbnb's scoring system. There are 6 areas that as a host or a property you will be scored on. And these include accuracy, cleanliness, check-in, communication, location, and value. Each of these items need to be taken into account when you are thinking about buying or setting up a short-term rental. Let's talk about the location. We are in downtown St Augustine in the Lincolnville neighborhood. Reverie is about a 10 to 15 minute walk to Old Town St Augustine, and it's located on Lincolnville's Freedom Trail. The hop-on, hop-off trolley is just 2 blocks away at the Lincolnville Museum. From the front porch, you'll overlook the historic avenue, which was at the heart of a great cultural revolution. Lincolnville is a historic district that was settled after the Civil War and named for President Lincoln. The street name of Central Avenue changed its name to Martin Luther King Avenue, or as the locals know it, MLK Avenue, during the Civil Rights Movement in the 60s. When Dr. Martin Luther King was arrested here during a protest. In addition to the history, the area is also known today for its beautifully restored Victorian homes. Now, back to our tour. This home has a traditional wide porch for guests to relax and watch the occasional trolley go by. In the early 1900s and still today, porches were designed as a social part of the house for residents to talk to neighbors and passers-by. They are an important part of the historic integrity of many houses here in St Augustine. By the way, if you're thinking about buying or selling this year, I'm a real estate agent and my contact details are below. So the first thing that you come to is this little powder room, which is super cute. It has obviously, you know, the toilet and the vanity here. Really nice little fixtures and pictures. And it opens out here into the main living area. And it has really nice, I really do love this sofa and the chairs, the mixture of kind of more modern with the antique style table. So a great selection of different furniture in here. And then we can't come to the kitchen, which is absolutely gorgeous. Chef style kitchen with so many things. It's completely stocked with everything you need to cook a great meal or whip up a snack. They always leave a gift bag here on the countertop, which usually includes various little snacks in here, candies, chocolate. It has had cookies in the past, jam and crackers, cheese, things like that in here. For those people wanting to catch up on TV shows, it has a very large TV above this huge refrigerator. So you can definitely sit here in the little nook right here and watch somebody cooking, have a glass of wine, watch your favorite sports show or whatever's going on. The kitchen is certainly fully stocked with everything. This is an absolutely gorgeous Forno oven with another extra oven here and the gas on the top, which is a really nice touch. If you're a chef and you're looking to whip up a nice dinner, you could certainly do that here. And it has extra things that you might need, olive oils, salt and pepper, all of that good stuff. On this side, you've got the farm sink, everything you may need, cutlery, etc. And the dishwasher and microwave tucked just under here. And then plenty of extra plates and things like that, a toaster, if you are looking for anything to cook with. There's plenty of stuff here, as well as extra bowls, and also here's everything else for cooking. So this is certainly a great kitchen if you're into cooking in any way, and there's extra things here for guests to use, as well as you can just make yourself at home. The first bedroom we come to is this blue turquoise colored room. It features a queen size bed. There is a TV on the wall, and it has a generous sized closet here. If you need to put some stuff away, you can certainly do that. The unique thing about this room is it does have an exterior porch, which is quite a nice thing to have, and you can kind of sit out here and enjoy a nice summer's morning with your coffee. The bathroom is just here. So each one of the 3 bedrooms has its own bathroom, and it has this beautiful wallpaper, very nicely upgraded. Moving on to bedroom number 2. This is the pink bedroom. It's themed pink, and you have, again, a queen size bed. There's a mirror in this room, also the TV here. And then it opens out into this great bathroom. So you have the tile floor, double vanity, really generous shower, and then of course in each of the bathrooms they do have all these amenities. Now, Airbnbs usually have these, not all of them do, but this is really great. You've got the body wash, shampoo, and conditioner. Now in the 3rd bedroom, it has a very sophisticated kind of a black and gold theme. And again, it's a queen size bed, and you've got the TV here, and again, another ensuite bathroom. So this one has kind of like a green theme, gorgeous dark green tiles, the same setup here with the body wash, shampoo, and everything like that. One thing I did want to point out with the design of this is actually the light fixtures. So the light fixtures are kind of reminiscent of antique style. They're very unique, and they certainly add this unique touch to the property. So you're going to see in each room there is really a beautiful light fixture. This one is absolutely gorgeous. And then in here in the main room, you have this kind of globe. In the entrance, you have a chandelier, which is a beautiful, elegant welcome. And then again, a couple more chandeliers here, which are lovely. This is a super one for the nook. And then this teardrop is absolutely gorgeous too. You can see it here in this little hallway. Again, similar one in that bedroom. And then over here, it's very kind of elegant, kind of 1920s-esque chandelier, which is gorgeous. So I think, you know, adding these extra touches definitely gives it that unique factor and glamour that, you know, a lot of people might not expect, and it certainly does add to the feeling in here. Outside, you'll find a dining area, an Adirondack circle, and plenty of space to play cornhole and chill with a glass of wine. There are 2 parking spots and ample parking on the street outside. Let's go back to the Airbnb scoring system. Location. The location is perfect. We are right in the heart of the historic district in Lincolnville. A lot of people want to stay in this area, so they chose well. Cleanliness is something the hosts take very seriously. I know that they have a great cleaning crew. In addition, they have somebody that comes in after the cleaners before the new guests arrive, just to double check the property, make sure everything's perfect. So I can see why they get such a high score. They take it very seriously. The next thing on the Airbnb list is communication. So as a host, you are rated on communication, and that means pre-arrival, during the stay, pre-departure, all of that stuff, and obviously during the booking process. So there are lots of times when you will be communicating with guests, and I know the hosts here are absolutely on top of guest communication, getting any needs that guests may need before arrival, and ensuring that their stay is top-notch. In terms of accuracy, let's take a look at the listing. You can see from the listing that it's accurate. The photos are what the house looks like. The description is accurate. They have included all the details. So you get a sense of exactly what it's gonna look like when you arrive. And I think that guests really appreciate that. Now let's talk about value. The property ranges in price. And obviously sharing that price between 6 people kind of helps, but I just checked May dates and it's looking like around $500 a night, a minimum 3-night stay, something like that for a weekend. So if you split it between 6 people, that's actually a really good value. In addition, they do a number of things that are not expected by the guests, but are surprise and delight features is what I like to call them. And let's go over exactly what they do. And I think that really gives the guests a great sense of value, and they are truly thrilled with the stay, and that's perhaps why, another reason why they get consistent 5-star reviews. So the coffee station is something, coffee is generally important to a lot of people, and well, coffee and tea, and they have a great coffee station. It's sort of separate from the main kitchen area. It's just off to the side with a lot of little amenities for coffee and tea, as well as Nespresso and all the pods that you need. If you're a heavy coffee drinker, I do know that they will accommodate you. You just have to let them know in advance. The other thing they have is amenity kits, which come in this little black bag and are sitting on each one of the beds. And it's something that, just little things you might have left behind or you might need. They have things like mints, little extra cotton buds and things like that, makeup remover wipe, and of course, if you forgot your toothbrush, they've got you covered. The other thing is the welcome bag, and inside the welcome bag, which is generally left on the counter, it has some little things, munchies. I've seen in the past they've done crackers with jams or cookies, little holiday traditions, candies, things like that. So it's just a nice sort of welcome if you've had a long drive to get here, or you're just wanting a little something to munch before you head out for the night. The other thing which they do offer if you have children is a pack and play, and I think that's a great idea. Oftentimes, you know, couples just need something like that for young ones, and it's always available. You can just request it, and it's actually here on site, so it will be ready and set up for you if that's something that you want. And then I love this little Wi-Fi plaque. It really makes it easy for you to remember the Wi-Fi. You can just scan the QR code and that way find out what the Wi-Fi is and connect directly to it. Check out the links below in the description to find out how to buy these items and all of my short-term rental recommendations. So that's what it takes to maintain a perfect score on Airbnb. La Reverie is a perfect place if you are 2 to 3 couples enjoying St Augustine, enjoying the great restaurant, sightseeing, everything it has to offer, and then come back here and relax in this gorgeous property. So many things to do here as well. So I hope you enjoyed that tour. If you would like to stay here, I have put the link below, the Airbnb link. You can book directly with them. And I would love it if you could like and subscribe to my channel. And I look forward to bringing you another tour very soon.